Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is a nice, beautiful day, and here we are going to talk about the biggest, most terrible waste to all of creation, actually. Now, don't get all like, oh God, doom and gloom. Well, this is actually to get you to think and realize the true potential of us as human beings. As us as anything, really. Now, we all know that there are scientists out there, doctors, geniuses, prodigies, gifted people out there that are capable of such wonderful things. But what do? What do they really use their intelligence for and their vast wealth of knowledge? What are human beings doing? We have created the very things that can destroy us and our planet in a blink of an eye. Or it takes a long time to do us in. What is a travesty, a big waste, is for human beings to create superbugs and viruses. Why are we purposely making these weapons, genetic warfare, nuclear, radioactive? I mean, you name it. Whether it's a scope or a drone that can see through buildings, or guns and munitions that can go through armor. Of course, our military, people that are actually seeing combat, they get bulletproof, vests and armor, helmets, what have you not. But on the same note, we can make all these wonderful things to protect us, and we can make these vaccines and cures, but pharmaceutical companies won't let it go because they rather make a profit off people's misery and pain. They rather put a Band-Aid on it and give you something to feel good and ignore the problem rather than actually cure you. And if it is available, it is so expensive, nobody can get it. Except for the financially privileged. I find it appalling that there are scientists out there that make superbugs and vaccines, and yet they can't. I mean, if they were really wanting to make a superbug and a superbug or a super virus or whatever disease, a super disease, then wouldn't reason and logic tell them to make a vaccine and mass produce it in case it ever gets out? I mean, that's just me. If I'm going to make something that's going to do damage, certainly, of course, I would want to make something that can undo the damage. No, we've got these people that have these gifts and these, wonderful, brilliant minds that make destructive and horrible things. Rather improve humanity, they rather destroy it. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, I find to be most huge and most biggest waste of society. Now, judge all you want, but I don't find the person that doesn't have any ambition sitting on the street corner to be a big waste of society. The biggest waste of society are the people that have gifts, that have brilliant minds, that are capable of such wonderful things, and they just decide to take a left turn or do a 180 and make and create things to destroy humanity and our world. Now, why are we not taking it out on those people? Oh, they got the money, they got the education, they're brilliant, they're smart, they're this, they're that. What are they doing to show for it? Are they putting it forth to humanity? Are they trying to think of the betterment of humanity and people? Are they? Are they really? No, I don't think they are. But the ones that are trying to make a positive impact on humanity and our world, you never hear from them. Their discoveries and their brilliance are stifled and kept quiet because, let's say someone invented they did. Nikola Tesla. He created energy. He tapped into the energy that never would quit, that didn't need any maintenance, that didn't require all this fossil fuel to burn and everything. And it took Mr. Bell to stealing it for it to be out there. That mofo invented the telephone. He didn't invent, harnessed electricity. Benjamin Franklin discovered it. No doubt about it. But Tesla harnessed it. He died a pauper. Now, there is a gentleman that actually uses used cooking oil. Used cooking grease. He cleaned it and he used that to fuel his vehicle. Now, granted, the exhaust fumes smells like food. But that's far better than gasoline. Honestly. But, the thing is, oh, my neck. Oh. Now, the problem lies in, also, there was a guy somewhere that invented, what was it? A steam-powered vehicle. The patent on that was traded off. Tell me if that's right. It's not right. Einstein created nuclear energy and wanted to use it, wanted to use it to, what in the world, power, energy for people's homes and businesses, not to be used as a bomb. And what did our government do? They made it into a damn bomb. So he was pretty upset. Can't say that I blame him. And that's when he stopped creating anything. He realized that his mind and his knowledge could be used against humanity, when all he really wanted to do was, provide a better means of living for everyone in the world. I mean, there is a cure for cancer, believe it or not. There is a cure for cancer. Believe it or not. But, we're not privileged enough. And it would put the pharmaceutical companies out of business. It would hurt their sales. They rather poison people. They rather do chemo and poison people. Now, granted, chemo is a form of radiation. Now, for those of you that are watching this that happen to know someone that has survived the whole chemotherapy, the problem is there are people that can't survive chemo. Now, why are you gonna wear a mask and not? Oh my God! Please, folks, if you're gonna wear a mask out in public, keep it on. It defies the purpose taking it off. It truly does. There are tons of people that have brilliant minds and made these discoveries that would better our lives. Not just by state and country, but by the world. And yet, we're pretty much at a standstill on developments of anything. The only technological thing that I noticed that has been upgraded and changed for the better, to work faster, is the ability to take your money. Think about it. The ability to take your freaking money. We have gone from checks and paper money to I'm sorry. All the way to using a magnetic strip, to using a microchip on your card, and also this wonderful little frickin' thing that I hate is Apple Pay and Samsung Pay, and using your phone as a wallet. Oh, we've done some great discoveries. Yeah, we learned how to take your money faster. What about the people dying out there of these crazy illnesses that you would think there should be a cure by now? Let's see. How about having organic and clean food for everyone to eat so that we can get rid of diabetes, diverticulitis, glucose and gluten and all that food intolerant? Well, what about that, huh? How about instead of we learn on a better way to take your money quicker, how about we think of a really ingenuitive way to, make clean organic food available to everyone. Where I would go and get a, let's say I can pick up a Dole head of lettuce, iceberg lettuce. I can pick that up for $1 and change. When you see organic and pesticide-free lettuce, head of lettuce, that costs about $3. That shit ain't right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for cussing, but that's not right. Or how about we have humane farming? How about we learn that? How about we learn how to farm our meats in a cleaner and most humane way. It's possible. I've worked in an organic free-range farm before. It is possible. Here we go having to eat dyed meats because it wants to look nice, red, and pretty. Or eat these supercharged frickin' drumsticks from Goliath chicken, pumped full of growth hormones. To the point where the chicken is so fat and so pumped up, their bones can't handle their own weight. And you get these broken drumsticks mainly because they're not taken care of properly. I mean, because we've got all these great minds working to destroy us, and nobody really there being, promoted and invested on and making a better life for us. And I've had people actually say, if you've got a problem with it, why don't you do something about it? I have tried. I actually wanted to start a free-range, organic, commercial farm. Problem is, it's true that, there's a lot more work put into it. There is a lot more work put into it. You can't get away from that. People want to work for more money because things are far more expensive. If we can actually bring it down a notch when it costs so damn much to get a loaf of bread or get gas or get a car that you need to go to work with or get clothes or get medical stuff done, dental work, vision, everything. It costs so damn much for anyone to be able to take care of themselves. The biggest waste of the world are the people with the brilliant minds and that have all the money backing them to learn and discover ways of destroying life, people, the world. Did you know our government has in their possession bombs that if they hit one country, it can actually make a crater in the earth, and even we would feel it everywhere. Not to mention, if anyone does survive, they're mutated and sick as hell from the radiation. And all these nuclear bomb testings, guess what? That is in our ecosystem. Never mind the repercussions, they just want to test and see what the bomb does. It's downright ridiculous how much destruction and hate a group of people can have and actually make it into something. Like, for instance, the coronavirus. There's a lot of rumors as to it naturally occurred and it naturally became what it is. I'm sorry, call me a conspiracy theorist, but I don't think that's true. I think this was genetically engineered. So that's what I really think. I think it was genetically engineered, and because there is a rule, and I'm going back to the Bible. I know people are like, oh God. Look, there is a rule that our Creator, and as well as other religions, say that there is always a cure on earth for anything the earth has made as an illness, viral and bacterial. For every ailment, there is a natural remedy. Just waiting for us to discover it. We just gotta find it. But if we're scrambling this damn bad to find a cure for this virus, certainly, there's a cure out there for it. But if we're still scrambling for it, and it's not found yet, by now, if it is natural, then there is a remedy for it because it has happened before. Think of that. If it was naturally created, if this naturally manifested, then this has happened before. Then this is also why we need to keep our history, all the history, because we learn from it. Hey, maybe from all them damn book burnings, we burned the cure to this shit. Ever occurred to you? Hindsight. If I sound angry, I am. I really am. Because this virus is destroying lives. It's killing millions. Billions. I'll even go far as say billions. Someone jokingly said they should call it the Thanos virus because it's taking over half the population. It's not quite doing it, but if it keeps up, I'm gonna green light that. Call it the Thanos virus. The snap that killed the world. It's one or two things. Either this virus was made by man, and the dumbass that created this didn't bother to think, hey, if this comes loose, maybe I should make a bunch of, anti-vaccines, Maybe I should make a vaccine for this. Just in case. No. They didn't do that. Or, the second thing I'm thinking is it did naturally manifest. This happened before, and us being dummies got rid of the history of it for whatever fucking reason. And or third one, maybe, just maybe, we have the cure for it, but the pharmaceutical company is trying to find a way to profit from it. So yeah, one of those three things, one of those three things. But that's just me. Call me paranoid, call me a conspiracy theorist, go ahead, it is what it is. Whatevs. So, anywho, that's my feel on this. That's my feel on this. So, I think it's time for us to start pitching a fit. Really. I honestly think China should clean up their mess. That's just me. Now, I am a huge fan of the culture. Now, I've lost all respect for them. The government, mostly. I lost all respect for the government over there. I've lost all respect for how this is handled on their part. And I've lost all respect for our government handling this a little better And I've lost all respect for my fellow human because no one's listening and they think this is a fucking joke. When you're burying your child or someone you care about and love, let's see you laughing now because you didn't try to be safe about this. You didn't try to use your smarts. I'm being honest. And if this makes you mad, hey, do you want me to lie to you? Do you want me to just say pleasant, happy, sugar-coated things? Do you want me to sit here and say things you want to hear? I'm sorry. I think you mistook me for someone that doesn't care. I do care, so I'm honest. So, be safe. And be smart about the gloves. And be smart about the face masks. And wash your clothes as soon as you come in your home. Take them off as soon as you get home. Wash them. Jump in the shower. Put clean clothes on. Be safe, guys.